I'm Chief Warrant Officer 4 Victor Pinion, U.S. Navy retired, telling some stories of my naval career. This one has to do with very complimentary to me as a professional. I had been commissioned a Chief Warrant Officer, and the detailer had got me orders to the USS Enterprise as the flight deck bosun, which for me would have been super easy job because my history was in catapult rescue, which is a very tough job. But the flight deck bosun job on the Enterprise is not going to come due for about 6 months. So he stashed me at Moffett Field for that 6 months, awaiting the flight deck bosun job on the Enterprise. Well, I reported into Moffett Field, and the commanding officer interviewed me and offered me my choice of 2 officer jobs on the base. He said he had his 2 worst outfits on the base where he needed good leadership. One was the security department, and the other one was the transit line crash crew runway support, combination of several divisions jobs into one to make do during severe undermanding. I commented to him that I would like the transit line skipper. He said, "Man, that's my worst outfit on the base." So I told him that, you guys, I said, I can have that outfit spread away in 3 months. Well, I reported in and took charge of the transit line runway support and whatnot, and it was a very successful 7-month tour for me. But in my first couple of weeks there, I get a phone call from Comnair PAC officers, including Lieutenant Dave Deese from Comfair Westpac, and a conference call. Lieutenant Deese is talking to me. He says, "Hey, Pinion, I need you to go for tour duty aboard the USS Midway for a 3-4-year tour as the captain gear maintenance officer." I told him, I said, "Well, I already have orders to an Enterprise as a bosun, flight deck bosun." He said, "Yeah, you'd like that because it's a retired job. You know, that's super easy. You'd be wasting your talents." He says, "We need you aboard the Midway." And then he launched into how sorry a condition the Midway was. It had been sent over there, permanently deployed, and had not had all of the normal home port support that the other carriers had. And the ship was run down, overdue for overhaul, and jury-rigged, and the crew was not only undertrained but mistrained, and just on and on. And he says, "I need you to volunteer for a maintenance officer job on there." I said, "Well, let me ask my wife, and if she wants to go to Japan, fine, I'm going to do it." So I did ask her, and she agreed. "Wherever you go, I'll be glad to go with you." Her and the kids were really happy about it. In any case, I called him back, and he said, "Okay, I'll call a detailer." And he did, and the detailer called me like immediately. He said, "Okay, Pinion, you're going to the Midway, 3-year tour. April transfer." I go, whoa, wait a minute. I've already moved my kids one time this year in school, and I don't want to move them again before the end of the school year. Can you delay that till June? "Well, okay." I says, "Now, in order of the delaying measure, send me to a school on the Midway's machinery." And he said, "You pick the school you want to go to and I'll send you to it." I said, "Okay." So I did. I went to the refresher school in San Diego, learned about the Midway, and from there I went back to Alameda, and I prepared my family to go to Japan and live there. They had to all have physicals and so forth. And after a period of leave back in Illinois visiting family, we flew to Japan. And I reported aboard as the B-2 Division maintenance officer.